Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. It's Thursday. That means we're here to talk about the Tarot Topics weekly newsletter. It comes into your inbox every Wednesday, different topic. We talk about it on Thursday and do some readings. So this week, I had just come from doing the first Halloween party of the season, and so I was just all about contemplation of the season, the Halloween season, and all the different ways we celebrate, all the different things, and all the things that this season can mean. And that's everything, right? It's everything from deep mediumship to what scares you to costuming, anything frivolous, anything not frivolous. And so in terms of questions that you might want to ask today, honestly, we could fit anything in. This might as well be the Saturday Psychic Sampler in the sense that if it scares you, if you're celebrating it, if it's about how you present, because of course at Halloween we use costumes, so masking and how you present. I mean, you could find a way to ask just about any question. So go ahead and ask your questions and let's get it going. I did want to let you know that in the description, of course, is a link to read the newsletter, but also a link to find out about W Dave Big Bang, which is this weekend, a link to get your StarCon ticket, of course, and a link to book a session with me, and a link to become a member of this channel. So here we go. Let's get it going. All right. My trusty Wiser, here we're going. All right. It's so good to see you. Oh, Ben, nice to see you. Glad you liked the newsletter. Very good. Very good. Okay. So first question up is for Fedborn. Nice to see you. Will I be celebrating my move? And is this the right season for me? And Fedborn, yeah, you can just go ahead and text me if you like, and we'll figure out a time that works for you. No problem. But let's see. Will you be celebrating your move? I think so. And is it the right season? Absolutely yes. And the thing is, don't make this be about, well, I'm moving because of how people are. You know, make it be, I'm moving because it's time for a new season for me. And just let that be the energy, and I think it'll be good. Smile Soul 20, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Rose, so good to see you. You're up next. Thanks for being a member. Having and enforcing boundaries scare me. Yeah, boo. I need and want them, but it's as if I fall into an energetic sleep. Oh my gosh, that's a great way of putting it. Before I start erecting boundaries. Advice on boundaries. Yeah, well, you know, that energetic sleep, that sense of I am so uncomfortable in this situation and I do not know what to do. Yeah, I totally get that. Oh, Ben, you got your WDA ticket today. That's so good. I saw you get another ticket recently, too. So good, so good. Okay, Rose, you are not able to hear me. I'm thinking everybody else is able to hear me. So I'm not sure what's up, Rose, but I'm going to do your reading anyway. When we talk about boundaries for you, the thing is, you don't feel like you have a right to those boundaries. You believe that people have a right to whatever, but you don't have a right to set boundaries. You feel guilty about setting boundaries. The whole boundary thing will get better when you recognize it as your right and your responsibility. And when people push back against it, you can't let it make you feel guilty. They're the ones that are wrong. People who push your boundaries are the ones who are wrong. And that feels bad, but it does not feel as bad as just letting people run ramshot all over you. So you are not trained that it is good and healthy and wise to have boundaries. You were trained that it is bad to have boundaries. And so you feel guilty when you enforce boundaries. That's the problem, and that's how you fix it, by letting go of that guilt. Okay. Okay, here we go. Trey Cameron, yours is the next question. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being a member. Joyous Ocean, it's great to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Trey, here we go. If I keep working hard on my goal, will I celebrate the achievement I've really been wanting and soonish? Let's take a look and see. Let's see what we got. So, yes, I mean, you sometimes have to get out of your own way to be able to do that. And it's going to take a while to create this. But yes, you will have success. I'm not sure about the soonish. It depends what you mean by soonish. Because we've got like, you know, in here there could be some fast, some slow. So soon-ish, if we lean heavily on the ish, I'll say yes. Yes, yes. But we recognize that the cards were supportive, but it was not all fast and easy, and we understand that. All right, Ben, Libra Does Tarot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You're up next. Oh, Rose, I'm glad you were able to hear that reading, and thank you for your feedback. That makes sense, right? Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, Ben, I'm doing a mediumship workshop on Saturday. Fabulous. How can I strengthen my connection to the ancestors and spirit guides for myself and others? Just know that they're there and they have always been there. It's not a matter of strengthening the connection. It's a matter of knowing the connection is there. It's strong. It's always been there. It's always been strong. It's acknowledging what always is. That's a subtle difference, but it's important energetically. All right. Karen Hendershot, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I always feel like I'm wearing a mask to make other people happy, right? I hear that. I hear that. Will I ever get the courage to be the real me and not put other people's feelings first? And we have to wonder, like, if we're worried that other people are not going to be supportive of the real you, you might need some different people. Sorry, but, you know, there that is. So will you get the courage to do that? I mean, eventually, yeah, and you've been working on it. You're working on it, and yeah, you'll get there, yes. And then incrementally, little bits at a time, it's happening. All right. Pamela's Insight, so good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator here. We appreciate you. Will I be celebrating the end of perimenopause soon? I hear you. Good Lord, I hope so. If not, how can I celebrate the journey rather than be overrun by all the symptoms and problems? And I can tell you, man, I am celebrating my 61st birthday this month, and I've been going through this since, you know, early to mid 50s, and yeah, it can go on for a while, I'm just saying. All right, so how's it going to be for you? How will the symptoms be for you? Oh, I think it's likely I think it'll be a little while. I think it's going to take some time. And so let's go to the second part of your question. How can I celebrate this journey rather than be run over by all the symptoms and the problems? Look for the good parts of it. And I say this from the cards, but also from my own experience, that there are really good parts to this. There are things about this that are delightful, and we don't think about them right away because we're busy thinking about all the things that are not very delightful in this journey. So the key here is you hold space for the difficult parts of the journey by leaning into the parts of the journey that are just helpful, and find the parts of the journey that are helpful, because our misogynistic society really likes to remind us constantly how much this just sucks. And there is so much about it that is actually really great. Now, I will tell you one thing, and this is from me personally, this is a gift from me to you, how I learned to get through hot flashes without being that person. You know, the person who's just like, oh, 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 oh. And I still am that person sometimes, I do have to tell you. But mostly I got a lot better when I read that a hot flash lasts from 1 to 5 minutes. And I thought, I can endure anything for 5 minutes. There is nothing I cannot endure for 5 minutes. And that made it easier to suffer in silence and just get through it, which actually helps with those things. So good luck. Good luck. Okay. Okay, here we go. Karen Winkle, I'm so happy to see you. Look at you being here on your own. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Are there any boundaries I could set with my mother that she would accept and would help me with my peace of mind? I think it's the recognition that it doesn't matter if she accepts them or not that will be helpful. I think the key is, like, your peace of mind, like, understand that your mother does not want you to have good peace of mind, first of all. So in order to do this, you have to recognize that your agenda and your mother's agenda are different, number one. Number two, at the end of the day, you're the one who gets to say, so it doesn't matter what she wants or what she accepts. You know what you want. And so I think it's a change in your mindset, because she's not going to accept whatever. And she will always try to make you feel bad, make you feel guilty. And yet you're the person who's in charge of this. You're the person who's doing the things. And so it's a matter of releasing some of the trauma and drama that she's already perpetrated upon you in order to recognize that the very premise of your question is problematic. Boundaries do not involve another person accepting them. You know, that's the point. All right. Mediha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. How can I strengthen my connection to my ancestors and honor them? What boundaries should I set with the living ones, right? To connect with the ancestors and honor them is to recognize that they are on the journey that we all shall go on, and they are there first to help us, hold space for us, and teach us. And so to recognize that we are also the ancestors eventually. I think that's part of it. And boundaries with the living ones? That is my favorite card for setting boundaries right there. Freaking no! You can't have these things. They are mine. That's how you do it. No, Wendy, makeup and fashion insomnia. Your question is great. Your question is great. The topic of the newsletter this week is so nebulous, I'll do anything, right? Joyous Ocean, we are ancestors in training, damn straight. I never thought about it that way, but there it is. Karen Hendershot, can't pick your family. Yeah, no. True. Okay. Oh, Ben, I like that. Subtle switch in approach. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Oh, Karen Winkle, I love you so much. Thank you for that loving 2x4. Yeah, there it was. I'm sorry, but there it was. And thank you for getting it and not hating me. I guess I just need to set and hold the boundaries no matter how much she whines, cries, and yells at me. Yep. And take away that ability for that to hurt you. Because it's only there to manipulate you, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yes, I'm glad you liked that, right? That is funny. All right. Oh, Pamela, I understand. I understand how brutal it is. Yep. Yep. I understand. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Barbie Bird, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Kind of a double whammy. I'm curious if my ancestors have any message for me that can help ease my family's mind about my sister's whereabouts. Will we be celebrating her safety soon? I am so sorry. So are you dealing with a full-on missing person sitch? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So, okay, so here we are. Can the ancestors help you with information about your sister? Yes, whatever it is, they've got her one way or the other, whatever it is. And I feel like in terms of this, I do feel like you will have knowledge, like I'm going to say within the next 5 days, you'll have what you're looking for here. Seriously. Keep us posted. This is not easy. Barbie, we are, but it's so complicated. It feels really complicated. It feels super, super complicated. But the ancestors are on the job, and within 5 days, I think you'll have some sense of what's going on. Karen Winkle, I could never hate you. Right back at you, my friend. Thank you. Barbie, that's my gut feeling. Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Next up, Melissa. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a few hours as well. I feel I've been slowly but surely becoming my authentic self. Isn't that fabulous? I love that. It's so good. Without fear of judgment. I come from a family and culture that wears thick masks. Any guidance from the ancestors as to how this is going? Yeah, you're fighting the good fight here. And it's hard because you are fighting against this training and you're doing the work. You're doing it. And as a fellow Scorpio, this would be your native court card. So your authentic self, just like me. So yeah, there you are. There you are. Yes, you are doing it. Basically, the ancestors say it's not easy. This is hard, but you're doing it. Oh my gosh, Pamela. Anxiety, shaking, seizures. Pamela's insight. I'm going to go back. Anxiety, shaking, and seizures with menopause. Good God Almighty. I just want to go back. Will those things stop? Yes, those things will stop. Yes, good Lord, yes. Wow. Makeup and fashion insomnia. Wendy, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. No. Yes? No. Here we go. Here's the no part. Lost my job yesterday. No. Wanting to start my tarot business full time. Yes. Is now a good time to break out? Let's see. It's as good a time as any. The question really is, like, do you need to replace that full-time income right away? like your tarot business, as much as you lean into it, is not going to replace your full-time income right away. Can you be without that? For a minute, I think you could. I think you absolutely could. And is now for you the right time to become a full-time reader? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of frustration associated with that path choice. Having made that path choice, I could give you a list, but we don't have time. But if you want it, you can have it. And that's the question. Do you want it? How bad do you want it? Oh, you freaking want it. You want it, you can have it. Go get it. Just remember, it ain't easy, and that's okay. If it's easy, everyone would do it. We don't want everyone doing it. We just want the best. Just go do it. All right. Hey, Caroline McLaughlin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Okay. Oh my gosh, Pamela's insight. You've got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I think like the hot flashes could continue, but all that stuff, no, I think that will stop. Alana, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I want to know if there's a way I can set up a boundary with A to stop the fights, or how to work on the differences. I feel I overthink a lot, so that leads to the issue sometimes. Except, I think you're blaming yourself for an issue that is not yours. I mean, yes, you're part of it, but I think that's what the narrative is we want to bring it back to you. I think A does the same thing, wants to make it your fault. I think the only way that this could work is if A could acknowledge his role in this as being the predominant role. That would be the only way. And I'm not sure this person is going to be willing to do that. Oh, yes. Wendy, makeup and fashion insomnia. I'd like to pick your brain. Can I email you? Oh, I was going to invite that. Yes. By all means, please do. Yeah, happy to. Happy to help. Okay. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. One of my first Halloween costumes, I was a fortune teller. Ha ha. That was prophetic. Ha ha ha. In so many ways, that's hilarious. Do I have any ancestors that were magical or witchy? I'm going to say, Nancy Hendrickson and I talk a lot together about how ancestors and past life stuff are so connected. I'm not sure about ancestors, but your own past lives, absolutely yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's good. Joyous Ocean suggesting to Pamela, because, hey, we'll help out whatever way we can here, that drinking less wine and coffee can help with menopausal symptoms, and I can corroborate that truth. There's truth there. All right. So it feels like I have come to the end of today's questions. If I accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. If you're here and you haven't asked your question yet, please do. We are looking for you to reiterate a question. If I have missed you, if you haven't asked, go ahead and ask, because it is last call for readings, y'all. So I would love to remind you to hit all the links in the description here and do all the things. I am available for readings. Go ahead and schedule your reading with me. Tomorrow, the Friday weekly wrap-up will not happen at its usual time. It will happen a bit later, I think, because I think I'm going to be spending some time with the grandkids in the morning, but we will see. I will let you know. All right. Joyous Ocean, I'm struggling with a question. Okay, Joyous Ocean, Here's your answer. Here's the answer to the question that you're struggling with. How about that? The answer is yoga, meditation, and self-care. I don't care what the question was. That's the answer for you today. No, I see your question. I'm going to do your question. Okay. And I see you, Martha and Michelle, have come in. Joyce Ocean, I'm going to do your question, then I will do Michelle and Martha. Joyce Ocean, my niece is living with me. Will my sister be able to celebrate this soon? Or how are the ancestors celebrating this decision? Well, there's a recognition that your niece has a need and you're helping, but that you also have a lot of needs. So the ancestors are trying to help both of you. All right. And Michelle, mix you here. I wonder if my ancestors have any messages for me in this season. Specifically from female ancestors. We are working to heal you from anxiety so that you can move forward with ease and grace to do all the things that you want to do. Hey, Michael Gunther, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And Martha Vink, nice to see you. Do I have people in my life that I've known in a past life or some that have crossed over like your mom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you and my mom were absolutely buddies, not only in this life, but in a past life. That's the other thing that is really interesting about my connection with Martha that I don't think I have shared with y'all. Even though Martha and I are the same age, for a long time, Martha and my mother, Diane, were amazingly good friends, like besties. And that was always such a great connection for both of them. So there's that piece as well, which I absolutely love. So people in your life that you knew in a past life beyond my mom. Oh yes, definitely my mom. But other people too. I mean, it's those people that you feel that really close soul connection with. The people who make you feel the most creative, the people who make you feel the most safe, are people who are part of that soul family. Absolutely, yes. Yoga, meditation, and self-care, Joyous Ocean. Yes, 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 yes. Martha Diane was very special. She really was. Still is. Still is. All right. So at this point, once again, it looks like I've gotten to the end of the questions. Last call for readings, y'all, once again. And again, thank you. Remember the Big Bang this weekend. The link is right in the description. Get your StarCon tickets. StarCon is coming. You know you want to join us. You can join us. Like, if you want to join us virtually, ticket prices range from $10 to $500. If you want to join us in person, ticket prices range from free to $100 to $500. Well, $535 actually, counting tax, because there's a venue tax if you come in person. Anyway, one way or the other, excuse me, one way or the other, come to StarCon. Okay, Michael, I'm going to give you a message just like I did Joyous Ocean. Here we go. Okay, Michael, your answer is... Michael, your spiritual experiences are real. Your lack of patience is also real. You will have better connection psychically, spiritually, creatively, the more that you can be patient, the more that you can consider all the possibilities and opportunities, and the more that you can quell anxiety. So patience, more patience, less anxiety brings you to the perfect place with creativity, intuition, and problem solving. There's your message. All right. Caroline. Yes, of course. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. May I ask if any ancestors have a message for me? Of course. Your ancestors see it when you are unhappy and dissatisfied. And they recognize that there are things that are hard in your life and things that are good in your life. And I think they are doing their best to help to accentuate the stuff that you really like and deprioritize the things that are more difficult. And the ancestors are very practically working with you. Oh my gosh, Pamela's insight. That is a great idea. I love that. I love that. I love that. Michael Gunther, this is Wiser Tarot, Weiser, from Wiser Books. And as you can see, it simply is a weight deck that has been recolored to make it more beautiful and more inclusive. You know, what better, you know, it's so good, so good, so good, so good. That's such a good idea, Pamela's insight. I love that. You know, the other thing that I want to play with is like really stupid tarot readings that you would never give anyone. Like, you need to go pick a bunch of flowers and give them to random people, you know, which wouldn't be bad, but, you know, not interpretation for that card. You need to wear matching hat and shoes. You know, like just like really off readings, just based on the picture. I think there's value in an exercise like that. All right. All right. Any other questions? It is last call for readings, y'all, once again. Reminding you to do all the things in the links. Read the newsletter. Come to W. Dave. Come to StarCon. Get a reading with me. Becomes... become a member. That's what I meant to say. Become a member. I'm looking over here, and I'm looking at the comments and trying to do both things at once. Right? That would be fun, right? So yeah, I think we're going to do like some of that fun stuff because there's a reason why we do that, because it gets you to say whatever you think, even if it sounds stupid, which is one of the tricks to being a great tarot reader. Say what you think, even if it sounds stupid. There it is. There it is. Right, Ness, you're absolutely right. Absolutely. So there that is. Hey, Amy Foreman, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. So again, last call for readings, y'all. And just a reminder, you can pretty much ask a question on anything at all, because the newsletter was pretty nebulous and all about Halloween. And Halloween is about every single thing. So anything you want. Wendy, I was hoping you were going to be there to hear that. That was said with you in mind. Just saying, just saying, just saying. All right, so last call for readings, y'all. And I do want to say I've got time this weekend. If y'all want to get in for reading this weekend, there's some time available. You can check it out. Okay, Amy, did you have a question, or you want me to just see what I see? Right, it won't sound stupid to the person you're reading for. Okay, Amy, I'm just going to do this thing that I've started doing, right? 3 cards to answer the question that you didn't know you had. Here we are, Amy Foreman. Oh, I'm like, why can't you see the card? Why can't you see the card? I hadn't pushed the correct button. Amy, Release the fears and trauma of the past. I know you've been working on it, but keep on going, because there are things you're still worried about that you don't need to be worried about. Oh my gosh, and now I got your question coming in, and this is answering that question. I am so sorry. So sorry. Amy, I just got a skin cancer diagnosis, basal cell. What do I need to know before the procedure day? Well, interestingly, the studies that they're doing now around cancer and relationship to trauma. Now, skin cancer can very, very clearly be relationship to trauma from the sun. And we, we gingers tend to have a tendency there. So to me, this says, don't worry. This can all be taken care of. Number one, not to worry. Number two, releasing old trauma will help you with this and other things. And I am so sorry you're going through this. Shoot me a text. Let's talk. Seriously. Okay. Kristen, so good to hear from you. Pamela Coleman Smith is my cousin. Any message she might have about my tarot practice? Any advice from her or from anyone? Well, from her specifically, she wants you to do... She wants you to do your tarot practice, but, for her, art and storytelling were the most important things. And she thinks that that's within you as well. And so she wants you to really work on the creative storytelling aspect of what you do. Okay, love you too, Amy. Reach out. If you can, I'd appreciate it. Would love to talk with you. Wendy, thanks for sending me the email. I will look forward to speaking with you all soon. Thank you so much.